I've got a lot of big projects on my plate these days. Time is tight, but I couldn't help taking a break to play with a new toy I received. For a while now, I've had so many ideas floating around my head using a laser engraving machine like this one, the Creality Falcon2 Pro. And I have to say, when the opportunity came up to test out this laser, well, I couldn't resist. So I had to carve out a little bit of time from my busy schedule to really test this machine out and to let my creativity loose. And look, I'm not interested in doing the usual things that people do with laser engravers. I'm really going to go beyond just reviewing this on paper, and I'm really going to push the laser to its limit. Unpacking the machine was easy. It comes with a 40 watt laser as well as a small 1.6 watt laser. I decided to set it up on my tiny desk. It has good access to a window for venting as well. Alright, let's get started and push this laser to its limit. First up, a family name plaque for the front door. Okay, the door is kind of hideous. I plan to fix that eventually, but for now, a bit of charm can't hurt. I wanted a medium depth engraving, so I dialed in the laser settings, and after a few test runs, well, here it is. And I have to say that I'm quite satisfied with how it came out. It has a really cool 3D look, and I actually set the laser on super high power because I wanted it to char the wood so that it would match the yakisugi exterior. And yeah, let's go ahead and hang it on the door and make it pop. Wow, that looks good. Nothing like a little engraved charm to distract from this ugly door. You can't even tell there's a nasty door here anymore. In fact, the mailman, he's gonna love it. I can't wait for him to see it. In fact, I'm gonna go order something right now just so I can see his reaction. Sugoi, Monto-sama. Now that the family name plaque is finished, let's go ahead and take the M from that project and do something that I've been dying to try. In Japan, many houses have decorative roof end tiles with symbols or faces in them. The most common one I've seen is Ibisu, one of the 7 gods of fortune, associated with fishermen, prosperity, and business. But I think this spot is perfect for a personal family emblem instead. To get the shape just right, I decided to use my daughter's Play-Doh to create a template. Shh, don't let her know. She'll freak out. Once I got the shape molded, it was off to the computer to recreate the shape to cut it out. Looks about right. I've been using a clear polyurethane spray to seal the wood so it won't instantly rot after the first rain. Wow, that looks really cool. And it's going to be the symbol of the god of DIY prosperity. Or doom. Well, you decide. The next project is a café signboard. I'm starting a small cafe in town, and I wanted to display what kind of coffee we're going to serve each week. But instead of using a chalkboard or whiteboard, I had this idea: a thick carved wood board with interchangeable tags for each coffee origin and type. The design? A bold black wood carved look. This piece of wood is thick and chunky, so cutting through it is really going to put the laser to the test. But look at this, it handled it like a champ. That deep relief carved texture. It looks nice. You'd never want to carve this by hand. But look how thick this piece of wood is, and wow, I have to say that it came out really well. I'm excited to actually use this in the cafe, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand it down just a little to clear some of this up, because the laser does tend to darken the wood a little because it gets heated up. But I have to say that it looks fantastic, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the little boards that are going to occupy these spaces here. So let's go ahead and cut some more wood. Now for the smaller boards that hang on it. Wow, look how cute they are. I may still tweak the settings for the flags a bit. Maybe I'm too much of a perfectionist, but overall, they look great. It's going to look awesome on the countertop. So these are done, and I have to say they're super cool. These are going to be the countries of where the coffee is from, and we're gonna just drill a little hole into it, and then we're gonna just hang them onto the board. That way people know what type of coffee we're using that day. They're really cool, and of course I'm using a type of wood that isn't really designed for engraving, but I wanted it to have that like rustic look. Ugh. And yeah, I'm happy with them. They're gonna look great. Now here's something that I didn't expect, and the laser package actually came with a 1.6 watt laser. Look, a little baby. And we're gonna test this puppy out, and we're gonna really see what you can do with such a small laser. This is actually used for engraving really fine details, but we're gonna try something new and interesting. So let's go ahead and try it out. I had just the idea to test it. Changing out the laser modules is super easy. Unscrew one laser and pull the power cord out, slide the other laser on, and plug it up. Easy. I love thick cardstock, but it's too thick to run through a printer. It jams the printer every time. So, why not engrave your own business cards? Let's try to make a business card using this cardstock. Don't worry. This isn't going to go up in smoke. And I have to say, wow, I love it. It actually came out really well, and it kind of has a little bit of an embossed feel to it. Maybe you can't see it on film, but when you feel it, it definitely has like this little groove to it. And I have to say, it's pretty cool. I know that it's kind of like a wasteful thing to do with a laser, but I just wanted to give it a try, and as you can see, the back, perfect. And this is such a very thick piece of cardboard, so it's not something that you would run through your printer. So it's definitely something that you would either press into maybe like a stamp and then stamp it on, or laser engrave it. And definitely this project actually kind of brought me back to my university days. I went to art school, and when we used to do pencil drawing in class, afterwards we would take hairspray and we would spray the pencil drawing to kind of seal it. It was kind of like a cheap way of protecting from smudges and things like that. And because the laser is obviously burning into the paper, if you touch this part here, then it's going to smudge. So we're gonna take some hairspray Haven't used hairspray in like 20 years. And yeah, we're gonna spray it and then we're gonna seal it that way, just like when I did back in college. It's funny because now that I have the machine, my project list keeps growing. And even though I've wanted a laser engraver / cutter for a long time, I'm wondering why I didn't buy one sooner. And look, you're only limited by your own imagination when it comes to the Falcon 2 Pro. Really, I couldn't be more excited or impressed about what this machine can do. You're definitely going to see more videos in the near future using this Falcon 2 Pro. I'm really excited to keep experimenting with it. Thanks to Creality for letting me test the Falcon 2 Pro out, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.